When you go to Google and type in climate change is, you're going to see different results depending on where you live and the particular things that Google knows about your interests.
So we all pretty much know that Google follows us everywhere. And we all pretty much know that if you have a Gmail, you have agreed to let Google read your emails. And that's how they know what you want to buy, where you go, who you are, what you're thinking. Now, that is just the tip of the iceberg, right? Have you watched the movie Social Dilemma on Netflix? I have. And I'm your host, WendiCooper. This is the Daily 5, and I think we're going to talk about it just a little bit today. So here's another clip from their trailer.
What I want people to know is that everything they're doing online is being watched, is being tracked. Every single action you take is carefully monitored and recorded.
A lot of people think Google's just a search box and Facebook's just a place to see what my friends are doing. What they don't realize is there's entire teams of engineers whose job is to use your psychology against you.
Can you imagine having a job like that? That basically you go to work every day just to look at what other people are doing so that you can manipulate them and feed them things to make them believe stuff that, watch this movie, everyone. You have to watch this movie, Social Dilemma. It is awesome. And kudos to the people who made it. Kudos to the people who came forth in it. And it's really remarkable. So make sure to check that out on Netflix. And as a side note, today I pretty much didn't look at my phone almost all day. Seriously, I didn't. Ever since I watched that movie, which was Sunday morning, I have not had a desire to participate in social media. I have not had a desire. Every time I check my email, you'll see after you watch the movie, every time I check my email, I think, this is just bullshit, right? It's just a bunch of crap. It used to be, back in the day, I don't even know back in the day, but it used to be that email, it contained things to me that were important. And rarely is that the case anymore. I get so much junk mail. I wouldn't call it junk mail because I do have a lot of junk that goes into junk folders. But this mail, for some reason, they get around the junk thing. And I do not know how they do that. So anyway, burned out by email, but I still feel as though that's probably the most important place for me to check because that is where I probably would be getting something from my bank or, something urgent that I have to look at. As far as going on social media and Twitter, I never use Twitter. Rarely. I have a Twitter account. Every once in a while I might post on Twitter. I might look on Twitter. But these people that are addicted to Twitter, that they get all their news and their conversations and their information from Twitter, get a life. Get a back brace for your neck. I mean, you must be bent over all of the time looking at your stupid phone. Facebook, for me, I post there every once in a while. Yeah, I'll scroll through it just because whatever. But I have really backed off, I think, in the past 9 months from social media because it just was giving me anxiety. And I just didn't see the value in it. I just don't see why I have to be connected to a superficial world of a bunch of bullshit. And not that there isn't some real stuff out there. There is, and I love being connected to my friends and family. But I also know the deep, dark side of it, and which is what they talk about in Social Dilemma. So, got to clean up this stuff. You got to clean it up. What you're posting on Facebook, they see every single word. They know what you're doing. Amazon, Facebook, Google, Twitter. There isn't anything that they don't know about you unless you're not there. Silence is golden. Silence is golden. If you want to share photos of your grandbaby, take some photos, put them in an envelope, send them in a card. I'm serious. Watch the movie, Social Dilemma. And for now, you can always reach me on my website, WendiCooper.com. Send me an email, and I'll actually read it and write back to you. Stay safe, everyone. Stay healthy. Thanks for listening. I'll talk to you tomorrow.